Logan Paul is a whole lot of things: social media sensation, occasional boxer, and even a part-time WWE superstar. But did you know that he's also a closeted UFOlogist? Well, that apparently is the truth according to a recent interview on Joe Rogan conducted with filmmaker James Fox.
Put him in touch with this guy, and this guy lives in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it was like Logan Paul takes a Mercedes with a bunch of guys and $100,000 in cash, a big brick. And he goes out to this guy's house in the middle of the desert. And Logan calls me in the middle of nowhere. He's like, "You sure your contact's legit, dude? My phone doesn't work. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I got $100K cash in my pocket."
Now, James claims that not only is Logan very much into exploring the depths of outer space and the question of whether or not we're alone in the universe, he's also the owner of one of the rarest recordings of a UFO sighting of all time. They're bragging about on the podcast. He's got himself a doozy. He could change humanity with the palm of his hand, or at least with his phone. Now, where did this footage come from, and what does it reportedly show? Well, you're about to find out in this episode of Famous News. Put on your tinfoil hat, kids. We're going in. Also, be sure to give us a follow. I don't know where you're watching this video, but we stopped getting followers on TikTok like 4 months ago. We were just blowing up, and then boom, plateau. Yeah, I need Mulder and Scully on that one. It's another mystery. Here we go. During a recent appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience, UFO expert and documentary filmmaker James Fox, he dropped a bombshell none of us were expecting when he revealed that Logan Paul is in possession of rare UFO footage that only he and a few other people on the planet have ever seen.
I looked over at Chuck Clark. I said, "This is the video everyone's been waiting for. Unbelievable."
How do you know this is real? Because
If it's not real,
all my BS meters are going off right now.
Dude, fair enough. I get it. Fair enough. I saw this video with my own eyes.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's a video, though.
It's a video, for sure. No question
And
about
you
it.
know they make fake videos.
Absolutely. It was 1995, and they could have. But why wouldn't...
1995, it's harder.
Yeah, but why? It's never been released to the public. Why would you create a fake video?
What year did you see it?
I saw it like 95.
And so it's out there somewhere.
No, it's not. It's in Chuck Clark's got a copy of it.
Now, Fox would go on to describe the video in detail and alleges that the original footage was captured on a handheld camera by two men driving in the Nevada desert many decades ago. Now, during a rest in their journey, the two men, they had a camera placed on the armrest between both their seats. And while you can't see anything at first, based upon how the two men are sounding inside the car, well, you know something is going horribly wrong.
And it's filming the dashboard and the screen, the windshield, and there's two guys in there sounding like, you can't see them, sounding like they're trying to crawl under the seats. I mean, they're freaking out.
I just got back from Vegas. If I was an alien, I would be like, what the hell is going on in the middle of a desert, right? No water, no nothing, and a whole lot of women. Anyway, let's move on. Eventually, one of the two men, they completely freaked out where they shout, "It's over top of us." Then all of a sudden, the inside of the car, it lights up, but the source of the illumination is coming from directly above the vehicle and moving in a slow, fluid-like motion.
Then all of a sudden, the car lights up on the inside. But the source of light is above it. Like if you could imagine, I've never seen anything like this. If you could put a pendulum with a light source above a vehicle, like above the car, like this, but very slow and fluid motion, like rocking back and forth, the shadows and the lights on the inside of the car are doing this really eerily. You've never seen anything like it. I'm looking like, my God, what is going on?
And one of the kids inside the car then freaks out so much that he attempts to escape. And as he does, he takes the camera with him and captures an image of a disc-like object flying so low that he could have reached out and touched it. I'm getting shivers reporting on this. Now, according to James, the footage quite clearly captures this object's surface, which actually looks more like skin than anything else. And that is before the camera died suddenly from a perceived lack of batteries. Or them alien technology. They just fry everything, right? I think that's more likely.
The skin on the craft glowing like phosphorus on a beach, that's what it looked like the skin was alive, and it had like a yellowy orange color to it, but you could clearly see it was a disc. I mean, it was not an orb, it was a disc, but the metal lit up like it was alive.
Now, James Fox is a man with more experience when it comes to UFOs than almost anyone else, and he told John that he'd never seen anything like that before in his life. And now Logan Paul, well, he is in possession of this footage. Now, according to James, well, Logan previously attempted to buy the sighting outright from UFO specialist Chuck Clark, who unearthed the footage about 30 years ago. Now, unfortunately for Logan, well, Chuck wasn't willing to sell, but as Fox would tell Joe, well, Logan discreetly recorded the footage anyway using a button camera, and now he's got a copy for himself.
So Logan goes in there and meets Chuck Clark. And Chuck Clark's like, yeah, got the tape right here. And so he says, I'll give you $100,000 for it. And the guy says, no way. And so Logan Paul, we're going to reveal this for the first time. Logan Paul has got a button camera on his dress, on his clothes.
Yikes. That'd be some dirty work, Logan. I know. He wanted to buy it, but still, button camera? Kid's got a button camera? That's like being an alien himself. Now, that might not exactly be the most honest way to go about taking ownership of something, but if Logan Paul really has the clip in his possession, he's not sharing it with the rest of us. And, well, that's even a bigger disservice. I mean, come on, man. We want to see it. Although he will for sure get canceled again, and by people that are probably lizards. If you want to find out more about this whole thing, I saw it on a recent clip from their podcast. I believe Jeff Wittick is the new host. We previously reported that George Janko got fired. So if you want to cruise our famous news YouTube channel, you can find out more about that. And if you guys are into UFOs, I love to talk about this day in, day out. That's what I watch in my spare time. I ain't at home watching kids on live stream. I'm watching alien conspiracy videos. So this is something I'm actually really into, and I can't wait for Logan to reveal it, because every YouTuber has his day, and when the views stop coming, the clips gotta be shared, right? It's gotta be shared. Show us the clip. All right, guys, that's it for this episode of Famous News. See you guys in another video. Boom.